one of the pillars and our elders in the poetry community. I have a lot of respect. I greatly respect his poetry. I just ask that each and every last one of us open your conscientiousness, open your minds, and get ready for the words of light shineth. This is where you all clap and make noise.
Peace, peace,
Peace.
Oh, I'm sorry. Peace, peace. I want you to spell joke 3 times.
J-O-K-E. J-O-K-E. J-O-K-E.
What do you call the white of an egg? No, you don't. You call the white of an egg white. Now, what happens? Now, the only reason I did that because oftentimes we speak to each other. We speak to each other and we really shut down. We're not really communicating. You know, just like when you hear, you have to give students attention to what you hear because this is one of the avenues where you learn. And we just don't really pay attention. That's why the people that acquire the highest scholastic ability, they're observant, they pay attention, they listen, and so much and so much, you know. So when I, you know, get on stage, I don't, sometimes I don't give information because I don't have time to break a lot of stuff down, you know. And it's just one of the deficiencies of the poetry. You don't have time. So you just try to do the best you can. And I give a little test to see whether or not you're listening to what I'm sharing with you. Okay, here we go. Behold the miracle. There is no tabula rasa. You can be perfect as a human is perfect without being God. Like perfect peaches, perfect red apples, perfect watermelons. You can be perfect as a human is perfect without being God. There's no tabula rasa. Only yesterday we all were leech-like clots of congealed blood, hanging on endometrial corners behind the navel after the Big Bang. Expanding gestation, moon planet, like universe, 9 moons space-time. Push! Pressure painting stretch marks on our future. Push! Come on, baby. I know you can do it. Push! Look, I see the head. Push! Behold the miracle. We all were paroled naturally, or like Caesar. Cesarean mutilations in our history, sometimes even before water broke. Out generally head first, tied to a cord, a rope as a sign. We cry out for freedom, but not a freedom. Yeah, you free with ignorance, free with hopelessness. Yes, and some free with AIDS. Are we free really, or just loose? Our domes came out first, now on top. Warm milk already waiting for us. In full breaths, swollen, darkened nipples. But first, mother's inspection. She counts everything you know, seeing if it's all there. Innocence only a few minutes old. She cuddles the little one, the original blessing of human purity and perfection, and wonders, how can anyone ever go wrong? How can someone take a bath, a shower, and hate and detest what they see, what they are, but love and desire with passion what they saw on someone else? This is not love of self or self-love, narcissist. Jesus said he would make you fishers of men, not fish. You're not a damn fish. Moving one way, then quickly darting into a different direction. Indecisive as to who or what you are. Your Sabbath was not a bath, but a sabotage by those that wanted to make the Sabbath even binding on God. But God does not rest or need rest. God does not rest or need rest. Your blessing was not an original sin. Your inheritance was not an original sin. It was an original blessing to your parents that got you here. As a baby, you did not come from hell. The sky will not open because you are the miracle. You can be perfect as human is perfect without being God. There's no tabula rasa. As a little baby, you didn't jump up on the table and say, "Don't judge me." Anything goes, cause this is what I feel. Yo, what up? Hey, mama. Yo, what up, doe? Doc, pass me one of those Pampers over here. You submitted to your mother. Mothers were innocent then, before foolish men blamed her instead of the serpent, calling her Eve. Evening, the period before darkness descends. Because of the weaknesses of weak men, weak minds. Now you, an open disputant in corners of oblivion, believing in a personal God, a tribal God. But is it universal? A God needing food, sleep, and circumcision cannot save us. Like the Lord of Israel, a tribal concept of God. I have only come before the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Matthew 15:24. How about a God for the lost sheep of the whole world? Not just Israel. For the whole world, all humanity. How about that? Remember, Jacob didn't change his name to Israel until after he tricked his brother with the Damascus dream scheme for Goyim. Anthropomorphic deities taken seriously. Remember, Ezra and Nehemiah said, in order to be one of the chosen, only begotten of God, you must have a Jewish mother. Really? But Solomon's mother was a Hittite. In order to be one of the chosen, only begotten of God, you must have a Jewish mother. But Saul's mother was a Canaanite. To be one of the chosen, only begotten of God, you must have a Jewish mother. But David's great-grandmother was a Moabite. This burdensome fetter for the cheddar, wrecking the minds and souls of life's first teacher, mother, God's people maker. The classrooms at mother's feet are now empty, where she used to teach. She told her class, her children, Jesus is God. But then she told them he was murdered.
That was deep. I told you to open your conscientiousness. Now we got to start cracking open our books and start reading some more. One more